Hey everyone, welcome into 1 Cent Sports Cards YouTube channel. Today I am doing a complete break guide for 2022 Top Stadium Club Chrome, which releases this Friday. If you want to know what teams are the best for autos, what teams are the best for parallels, what teams are best overall, this is the video for you. We're going to cover off on all of that and more in this 2022 Top Stadium Club break guide exclusively from 1 Cent Sports Cards. So 2022 Top Stadium Club Chrome drops this Friday, going to be a popular break product. And in this break guide, we are going to tell you everything you need to know to make an informed decision before you buy into a break. We're going to cover off on what the best teams are, what teams to avoid, what teams have the most value, cover off on some sleepers, and it's all going to be based on the data that is provided for the set. So the first thing we need to cover off on is we're going to try and figure out the best percentages for you to get a hit in a break. Here's how we define a hit. Any numbered card, whether it be an insert, a base, parallel, an auto, if it is numbered, we consider that a hit. Now, when we consider that, that's what we're basing all of the statistics on. So the statistics provided are based off the total amount of numbered cards in the entire set. Base cards and unnumbered parallels are not included. However, you can assume that the percentages you're going to see throughout this video are still correct, as an equal amount of unnumbered cards are produced throughout the entire set. So here's what that means. If they make 10,000 base cards, there's going to be 10,000 of every one of those cards, and then the parallels on top of that. So as we look at the overall hit breakdown for 2022 Top Stadium Club Chrome, here's what we have. Our total number of base parallels that we can find throughout the set are 151,600. The total amount of numbered inserts is 18,000. And for our total amount of numbered autos, we have 8,645 numbered autos in the set. So overall, numbered cards, we have 178,245 cards that we can find in Top Stadium Club Chrome this year. Now, before we continue, I have one more thing for you. Be sure to throw over to first, hit that like button if you like these break guides. It's a great way to support the channel. If you like these break guides, we're going to be doing them all throughout the 2023 baseball card collecting season. You got to subscribe so you know when they drop. And if you want to see them first, hit the bell notification so you know exactly when they drop and you can watch them first. Finally, if you haven't done so already, check out my Patreon page. That's where you get into my breaks. That's where you get monthly packs. You get break discounts, Discord community access, PSA submissions at no additional charge. It's a great community to be involved in. Tons of other collectors in there. Would love to have you in the group. You can join for as little as $2 a month. And there is a link in the video description below if you want to check that out. But now let's dig right back in. We're going to start with a content breakdown by team. So you can see on screen here, this is going to tell you what each team has to offer. Some highlights here on the first page. Well, you've got the Arizona Diamondbacks. You've got Alek Thomas autos. They've got 5 different rookie cards. Some very interesting things that we find here as well, though. If you drop down to the Boston Red Sox, they've got a ton of different base cards, but no autos. Same with the Chicago Cubs, no autos in there. So you're going to have a hard time justifying a high Boston Red Sox price or a Chicago Cubs price because there are no autos. Now, you can get tons of parallels. We'll cover off on that here in a second. And then you've also got teams like the Cincinnati Reds. They've got an awesome chase card. That Barry Larkin, Joey Votto co-signers card is going to be an awesome one. 7 different autos, so a nice team right there. You've got the Colorado Rockies. They don't have much. If you're looking for Spencer Torkelson, obviously you got to be looking at the Tigers. They've got a ton of different other rookies in there, though, with 4 different rookies. And as we continue on, you've got the Los Angeles Angels with 11 different autos, a huge chase card with Shohei Ohtani and Mike Trout co-signer. You've got the Dodgers. They've got 4 autos. You're looking for Freddie Freeman Beam Team autos. That's probably the best cards you can get there. Then you've also got the Minnesota Twins. They've got the Royce Lewis base auto is probably the best auto you can chase, but check out the autos overall. They've got 7 different autos for the Minnesota Twins. The Yankees, always a good team, 8 different autos. We're going to find out how good the Yankees are overall here in a little bit. And then finally, covering off on our final 10 teams, you've got the Padres with 7 different autos in here. You've got the Nationals with 6 different autos. They've got a Vladimir Guerrero, Juan Soto cosigner auto you can get. Texas Rangers, beware, only 1 auto there. Same with the Giants. The best cards you can get from the Giants is probably the Heliot Ramos base auto. So don't pay too much for the Giants. But how good are all the teams really? Well, the only way you can really figure that out is by checking out the percentage of hits that you can possibly get from a team. So we're going to start off with the base parallels. And when we look at the base parallels, we're not talking autos, we're not talking inserts, anything like that, just numbered base cards from each team. Well, the Yankees, they have 5.5% of all of the total hits that you can get out of a numbered parallel. The Braves, right there with them, 5.25. Dodgers way up there with 4.75. You see some of the teams start falling off kind of quickly after that. Our top 10 kind of gets rounded out by the Cardinals having 4%. So if you're chasing base parallels only and not worried about autos, this is the chart that you want to check out. The Yankees, far and away the best team here. But if we go look at autos, the percentage of autos by team, numbered autos is what we're talking about here. All of a sudden you see the Mariners jump up to that top spot and the Yankees drop all the way down to like the 10th spot. So the Mariners, they've got 6.7% of all of the total numbered autos in the set. So keep in mind, you've also got Julio Rodriguez. So the Mariners going to be an expensive team just based upon this chart that you see here alone. The Angels also going to be expensive because you've got huge autos there and they've got a ton of different autos in the set. They've got 6.03% of the total numbered autos that you can get in the set. And there's going to be big names like Shohei Ohtani, Mike Trout. You've got the Rays with Wander Franco coming in at 3rd. The Phillies, the Twins in there, maybe a couple surprise teams you want to look at if you're chasing autos. That Twins team is going to be real sweet. Just keep in mind that Royce Lewis card is the best auto I think you can get, but they have a ton of other nice names on their checklist. Interestingly enough, the Yankees dropped down into 10th overall. The Blue Jays, although they have some big names, they're down at 16th. And then surprisingly, you've got the Red Sox and the Cubs, no autos in the set. Now, if you're looking for a percentage of total numbered inserts by team, it gets a little bit more interesting. All of a sudden, the Padres pop up to the top team. They've got 9% of all of the numbered inserts in the entire set. So the Padres, amazingly, even though you'll notice if you go back onto our other 2 charts, they're not really placing all that high on base parallels, and they're not really placing all that high on autos. All of a sudden, when you look at the inserts, the Padres become a very nice team. The Yankees still there in the top 10, so the Yankees have a ton of content, and now you see the Blue Jays rise up and kind of round out our top 10. Angels and Braves, which were in the top 10 on our other 2 charts, they're here as well. So very interesting. The Red Sox, all of a sudden, even though they have no autos, they go all the way up to 16th on total number of inserts. They've got 3% of all of the inserts. So this is where it becomes really interesting, because as we take the percentage of total hits by team, so this combines autos, inserts, parallels, and remember, we're only talking about the numbered parallels, but this would extrapolate out throughout all of the unnumbered parallels and base cards as well. Here's what we come up with. The Yankees have the most overall hits in the set at 5.5%. 5-1. The Braves right behind them at 5.36, and the Mariners also have over 5% of the total number of numbered hits in the set at 5.18. The Angels, which placed in the top 10 in 2 of the 3 categories, are actually way down at 16th, but they do have those autos that are very valuable. They've got 3.13% of the total number of hits. So very interesting that they fall all the way down to 16th. You'll notice the Padres kind of hovering right there out of the top 10. Stay away from the Rangers, the D-backs, the Rockies, the Pirates. Just not a lot there. They just do not have a lot of content. So as we look at these charts, what are the teams based upon all of this data that you should be targeting in breaks? Well, I'm going to give you 6 of them. And I think the best team overall is the Seattle Mariners. Here's why. Julio Rodriguez. Yes, the Yankees have more hits, but the Mariners are still in the top 3. The hits that you can get, I think, are going to be more valuable than what the Yankees provide. You got Julio Rodriguez, Ichiro, Ken Griffey Jr. in there, Cal Raleigh, George Kirby, rookie autos. And they've got the 3rd most overall hits. They're also going to be the most expensive team in a pick your team break. So if you want to pony up, chase after Julio Rodriguez, you're going to have to pay the money. In a random team break, keep the Mariners all day. Don't trade them for another team. It's that simple. If you're looking for the most autos, the Angels have 11 autos, more than any other autos. However, they don't have the most amount of numbered autos. That is actually the Mariners. That's why the Mariners are the best team. However, don't shy away from the Angels. If you're chasing autos, it is a great team to get. Just don't expect to get a lot of numbered inserts or a lot of numbered base parallels because they fall down that list a little bit on those charts. Here's who you're looking for. Shohei Ohtani, 4 different autos in the set. Mike Trout, 4 different autos in the set. Brandon Marsh, rookie auto. Reed Detmers, rookie auto. They're second on the total amount of numbered autos. So if you're chasing autos, the Angels are a great set. They're going to be expensive as well. Probably top 3 most expensive team, maybe even top 2. So when you pick your team break, you're going to have to pony up for the Angels. You don't get Shohei Ohtani and Mike Trout on the cheap. That just doesn't happen. But you got a decent chance at getting one of those autos in a case break. If you're looking for the most rookie cards, you got to look at the Tampa Bay Rays. Now, they are tied with the Reds, the Twins, and the Phillies, but I think because of Wander Franco, we got to cover off on the Rays. Wander Franco has 5 different autos in the set. Randy Arozarena has an auto in here. Shane Baz and Vidal Brujan, they've got rookie autos in the set. Now, the Rays only are 18th in the most overall hits. So don't overpay for Wander because you're not really going to be getting a lot outside of some of these autos. And even though Wander Franco has 5 different autos you can pull in the set, overall, they're not even in the top 15. So the Tampa Bay Rays, I say, be cautious. But if you really want to chase Wander, believe in Wander, I think it's not a bad set to get in because he's got a ton of different autos. Now, this may be a team that you would want to trade away for maybe one of my sleepers in a random team break. I know that sounds crazy, but I do think that there are some better teams than the Rays. Really, if you're chasing rookies, the Rays not a bad option because you can get some unnumbered auto parallels of the rookies, which can hold value. So overall, I think the Rays not bad. I just think you should be cautious, especially in a pick your team break, because I think in a pick your team break, they're going to be top 5 most expensive team, and I don't know that they're going to hold that much value. If you're looking for a solid choice, obviously we got to choose the Yankees here. The Yankees have the most overall hits. The Yankees are probably going to produce hits case break after case break. So don't be afraid of the Yankees. They've got the 10th most autos, so beware there. But they do have the most numbered parallels. They have the most, they're right up there with the most numbered inserts, and they've got the most hits overall. You're chasing Aaron Judge autos, Derek Jeter autos, Mariano Rivera autos, Josh Donaldson has autos, Anthony Rizzo has an auto in there, so some big names that you can get. So the Yankees a solid choice. If you want to pony up and pick your team break, I think you're going to do fairly well case break in and case break out. A great team to have in a random team break. I wouldn't trade them, because if you get one of those Aaron Judge autos and you traded the Yankees away, that's on you. And just realize that you're kind of percentage wise, you've got your best chance with the Yankees of getting some sort of numbered hit, whether it be a box break or a case break. Now, if you want a couple sleepers, my first one going to be the Minnesota Twins. They've got the fourth most autos and the ninth total amount of numbered hits. So they're in the top 10 in two of the most important categories. And they're not going to be top 10 most expensive when you look at a pick your team break. You've got Byron Buxton autos in there. You've got Jose Miranda rookie autos, Joe Ryan rookie autos, Royce Lewis rookie autos. So you've got a lot of rookie content in here as well. That's going to be a middle of the road team and a pick your team break. I think they've got a lot of value. Fourth most autos, 9 most total hits, and they're not going to be one of the top 10 most expensive teams. So don't sleep on the Minnesota Twins at all. A great team to trade for if you don't get them in a random team break. Look for someone that doesn't really think the Twins are all that great. They've got a lot of content in here, some nice rookies as well. Joe Ryan had a great rookie campaign. Royce Lewis, former first overall pick. Jose Miranda has a bright future. So look at the Twins. That's my first one. My second one, the San Diego Padres. Not a lot on the auto content. I understand that. We've got Fernando Tatis. He's got a ton of autos in here. He's got 4 different ones. But you do have CJ Abrams and Mackenzie Gore as some rookie autos you can chase. Some of the bigger rookie names of the 2022 class. And Luke Voigt's in there just for the fun of it. But they have the first overall on the amount of inserts. So those Beam Team inserts and the Trophy Hunters Team of the Future, San Diego Padres are littered with inserts in here, and they have the most numbered inserts that you can pull out of the set. So if you're looking for some of these inserts that might be numbered, the San Diego Padres, a great team to get. They're 10th overall in most overall numbered hits, so they're a top 10 team there. And I don't think, because Fernando Tatis is undervalued right now because of all of the steroid stuff that came out last year and the suspension, they're not going to be top 10 most expensive team, but I think they're going to come in as a top 10 team, break in and break out. So there's some value there in the Padres. If you like numbered inserts, you can't get a better team than the Padres. So that's going to be my sleeper. But how good are all 30 teams? And let's just take all the numbers out of it. Just give me a break sheet. Just tell me who's good and who's bad. Well, that's what I'm going to do. My break cheat sheet is going to break down all the 30 teams in the break into 3 different categories: buy, speculate, and avoid. Buy are the best teams. Speculate are the teams kind of middle of the road that if you can get them at the right price, maybe you buy in, maybe you avoid depending on what UPC. And then, of course, my avoid teams, which are the teams I would recommend not buying into for a break. So let's start with the buy. Great news here for Stadium Club Chrome. We've got a ton of teams in the buy category. The Braves, tons of hits. The Mets, a very nice auto checklist. The Phillies have a ton of content. They're very high on the amount of autos you can get as well. Obviously, the Mariners in here. I've got San Diego just because I think they're a sneaky good team. The Twins in here, sneaky good team as well. And the other ones we've kind of covered off on here. The only one, Kansas City. If you like Bobby Witt, tons of different autos from Bobby Witt. So I've got them in the buy category as well. For the teams to speculate on, well, you got the Dodgers in here, which have a lot of numbered parallels and stuff, just not a lot of auto content. So don't buy the Dodgers if you're looking for autos. But if you're just looking for numbered hits, Dodgers, not a bad team. Pirates, you've got O'Neal Cruz. I've got the Blue Jays down here because the Blue Jays, not bad on overall hits, but just they're kind of not quite up there with the buy category. Spencer Torkelson I have down here. His market's kind of cooled off a little bit, so I've got him in the speculate crowd. The Guardians, kind of a nice team here to speculate on. I think they'll be cheap. I think there's some value there. Same thing with the Diamondbacks. The Diamondbacks have a lot of different rookie autos in here. So if you're looking for rookie autos, Diamondbacks might not be a bad team to look for as well. And finally, for my avoid teams, the usual suspects. Boston's down here. Now, Boston has a lot of numbered parallels. So if you're not chasing autos, Boston, I think you could move up to the speculate category. But the fact that they have no autos, we got to put them in the avoid category because people chase autos and breaks. That's what most people are looking for. Cubs, same story there. The Marlins, the Giants just don't have a ton of content. Same with the Rangers. The Rockies have been bad all throughout 2022 card collecting season. And same with the A's. The Orioles, again, not a ton of content there. I think Cal Ripken Jr. is going to be your big chase there. So if you like Cal Ripken, maybe you get into the Orioles. But if not, avoid the Orioles. So you guys, that is everything you need to know about 2022 Topps Stadium Club Chrome breaks. Let me know what teams you're buying into. Let me know what you think about this revamped break guide. If you think it's valuable, if you think it's not, things you would like to see, would love to see some comments and respond to those in the comment section below. And as always, as you're out there in the wild and buying into breaks, I hope that you get some great hits as you buy into your breaks for 2022 Topps Stadium Club Chrome. And until next time, be good to your family, be good to your friends, be good to your neighbors, and most importantly, take care of yourselves. Thanks for watching. We'll do it again soon.